We have Copeland and Williams. Give you all a second to put your devices up. Charlie, you can kick us off.
With your 19 points, 9 assists tonight, against your former team, what that kind of performance is that stand out to meaningful?
Yes, but no. The plan was the plan to go in there and win, and my teammates helped me every way possible. They knew how important this game was to me. They knew the things behind it. So this whole week they just been letting me know they got my back, and today is sure I don't get 9 assists without them making shots. So.
Is a Carolina Blitz. So what were some adjustments that were made in the second half in order to win tonight's game?
I think just be more solid on defense. I think they were playing a lot of one-on-one, so we really just had to sit down and guard and know who we can and can't help off of, and rebound.
Yeah, he yelled at us at halftime to get us back going. He got on our butts, but that's what we need, that push. Because if we don't, we'll continue to play lazy. So that push and to get us back on track, we needed that.
Q, speaking of coach, he's pretty honest about some of the tough love that he's given you the last couple of years. How do you feel like you have grown primarily as a person, working with him the last couple of years?
I think today showed my growth, to be honest, because I didn't let this game get to my head. I didn't let this, all the stuff I've been working on, my maturity, trying to let things go and just be a better player so I can be a better person, to be a better basketball player. I think, it all showed up today in this moment. I didn't let the emotions get to me and certain things like that. So, I appreciate Coach for that. He'll put you through the dirt, to see if you're going to come out and survive. So, but that's what I grew up off of, and he knew that, so the tough love is nothing at this point. You just got to know what it's for, and you got to just know it's love at the end of the day.
Darian, you've had some great games recently on the road as a scorer, but finally being able to do it at home in ACC play, what did that mean to you?
Felt good to finally make some shots in here again. But as long as we were winning, I was fine with the result. And I should have made one more to get him his 10 assists, but that was on me. But it felt good. And just want to thank the 15,000 fans that were here tonight. They made a big difference, and hopefully they keep coming.
Yes.
And Q, how much easier does it make you as a point guard, as the guy with the ball in your hands when he's hitting shots like he was tonight?
It's always easy. It's not even just, it's easy also being a point guard because when he's this good of a player, it takes so much attention away from me. If you look at my past years, I wasn't scoring as much as I was, but having a player next to you that takes the distractions away and everybody has their eyes on him. It don't matter if it's a good or bad game, his shots are on. People have their eyes on him. So it makes everything so much easier for all of us. And I don't think people realize that and see that. We got players stepping up. But if you look at shots we're getting and stuff like, he causing confusion without even touching the ball. So it's just like just like you said, having those pieces and having those threats. Like also Paul can't help off the corner and stuff like that on Paul. Having those threats, it makes the game so much easier. And just being a point guard, they trust me. I trust them and they trust me. Good and bad games, they never get too much down on me. They tell me what I got to do. But you got a team that trusts you, you got a coach that trusts you. Makes everything easy.
Darian, sometimes State has a tendency to go out to a slow start offensively, but you got a bucket in the first 4 seconds. You scored 8 of the first 13. Can you describe the impact of the momentum shift?
Yeah, big emphasis this week was just coming out faster, I guess, because at Pitt we started off slow. Clemson, we did a good job offensively, but our defense was bad, so we just tried to start games. We got to get better at starting games and starting the second half off stronger, and that's what we worked on all week. And it showed today, and made my first few shots, so it just got me going a little bit.
Dan, you obviously scored the ball, but how much is helping? Getting these assists up. How much does that help you on the offensive side when you shot to get going as well?
Just still knowing where my teammates are going to be when I'm in certain spots of the court. I had 5 turnovers today, which was way too much, but that was just a lot of miscommunication, and a couple times I just lost the ball. So, but I just try to find Ben and Musa do a great job of when we're driving, getting to the right spot to dump it off to them, and they're going to finish it. So they do a great job. Like he said, you can't really help off Paul, so that opens the gaps. I think Matt did good, even though he didn't make shots per se. And Trey, I think the whole team, we just learning what spots we're going to be when I'm driving or he's driving, or if I'm posting up or wherever we need to be.
Yeah, Quadir, did you want to get JJ today, that matchup, and were you talking to him during the game? I'm assuming you were, and what kinds of stuff was going on with you and JJ today?
I called JJ before the game.
Yeah.
I called JJ last night. That's my guy though. He family forever, and he know that. You know, I don't know if you guys see about the love and everything after the game. It's all love, no matter what. You know, we family and we competitors. I competed with him for 365 days in my sophomore year, every day since the summer. So you know, just when you already build that bond and you build that connection, and we ain't see each other in 2 years. You know, the first time we seen each other stepping on the court against each other, we knew the fire was gonna come. You know, we was having these conversations since yesterday, like I said, but it was good to, you know, see him doing good, and also, you know, seeing him develop and seeing me develop, and just us getting older. We were sophomores when we were just playing together, not knowing what's going on, and just now us being seniors, you know, being like the OGs of it all, and then being our last year, it was good, you know, playing against my old teammate.
How much fire was there to rebound after the 51 rebounds by Pittsburgh?
Oh my God, yeah. You know, Coach got him. You know, y'all know Coach Wade. I shouldn't have to tell y'all too much. Y'all know him. You know how he gets. They got real athletic guys, so he definitely was really on that, and that was an emphasis on, you know, this game. We got to rebound. It wasn't really just it was being tough for another team. You know, you tougher than another team, you're not even gonna let them go get the ball. So it was just being tougher and things like that.
Final two questions.
For either guy or both, it seemed like you guys got a lot of straight line drives to the basket. What were you guys doing in order to get there?
Trying to mismatches.
I don't know. I think Q just does a great job getting downhill. So yeah, let him do his thing.
Let's let Quadir answer that.
Finding the mismatches. That's what it was. You know, finding the mismatches. We know when it's a little guard on me or a little guard, we can set triggers and get D5 the switches. Or if it's a too big of a guard on me that I'm quicker than, you don't get the switch on me. So, you know, we just playing that two-man game and finding the mismatches every time. That's like what basketball comes down to.
Katie, go ahead.
For both of you, Musa tonight, 10 points, that's a career high for him. What have you noticed in
My
just
boy.
his development? You mentioned the toughness of this team. What does he give this team as he gets more and more comfortable on the court?
This is his freshman, so
Yeah, that's
his
my young
freshman.
boy. But no, I think he's just getting more confident and more comfortable. He's in there every day with Coach Howard, putting work in. I mean, we worked out together this morning, so I just think he's constantly in the gym, and I think as his confidence grows, it'll help us out a lot as a team.
Last question.
Darren, talk about tonight. You seemed a lot more physical, initiating a lot more contact. Was that something Coach talked to you about, or you know, what was different tonight? Do you feel like?
I had a phone call with a family friend yesterday, and they just told me I was playing really soft this whole season. So I just try to play harder and be more physical with other guys instead of letting guys bump me off my spot. So, thanks to him, but I don't know. I was trying to be more physical with guys, especially when we got mismatches.
That's it. Thanks, guys.